Some of the energy that I'm already picking up and what my guides have kind of told me of where this is going, because obviously I have no idea when I start either. I basically just like to ask for um, a general message. I always check the energy of the day, things like that, like what we need to be, what I need to be aware of, what the collective would need to be aware of, things like that. So already with just kind of like a pre-shuffle, um, what is happening right now? Um, it's like the birthing of a new creation, being in alignment with the divine. Obviously, there's some heavy crown chakra, third eye chakra upgrades too. I don't know about you guys, but there's been pretty heavy. Uh, at least yesterday, there was heavy like migraine area in my head, the back of my head, pressure right here. Obviously, it's been fluctuating with energy. Definitely, if they're recommending, your spiritual team is recommending you to rest and rejuvenate, definitely take time not to do that. I know sometimes we feel bad doing that. The other day I had to take like a 4-hour nap during the day randomly. I'm like, what? Like, you don't feel productive, but at the same time, it's like start listening to your body, especially with the upgrades that are going on right now, all the new energy coming in. It's definitely going to take time to adjust to, but it is about reclaiming your power, and just making sure you're staying in a state of the flow of joy, constantly monitoring your thoughts right now. That's going to be really important, because with everything going on too, it's easy to get distracted or lose, that confidence, or, and then your mind can kind of try to trick you in going into, oh my God, like the what ifs, or doubting everything, or doubting yourself and your decisions that you're supposed to be making, or that your heart is telling you to do. And again, heart and mind being in alignment and moving forward with that. So that's just something that I picked up on during this transformation that we're having as individuals, and then to be able to come together more productively as a collective. I think right now the majority to what they're pointing out to me is a lot of us, we had to work on ourselves individually to get to this point, to be strong enough on our own. But then now it's going to happen, starting to network, starting to collaborate more with people, starting to share. And, a lot more people are coming out and making this transition. And also right away, like, kind of always following the path that the divine, as well as your higher self, wants you to take as well. Now, it may not come in the form that you think. I know a lot of us, are getting out of jobs that, no longer serve us. They're not for our greatest good. But, right now too, being able to have, a regular job while, to maintain your bills and everything else, but also keep practicing on what your spiritual path is, or the area of your life that you are supposed to be transferring into eventually for your career, or even like a hobby or a side thing, whatever is something that you need to be managing. They just have a heavy influence on making sure whatever you're trying to juggle, that you're just doing it in a nice, easy flow state. All right, so we're going to start with this. 1, 2, 3. We have calming the waters, peaceful self-regulation. Again, heavy influence on the crown chakra, also the stellar, the gold. Also, actually, a good one is to kind of surround yourself in a golden egg. I like to use the Lemurian egg, but I envision it as gold. That's a real big color right now. We have precognition, psychic ability, future vision. Again, hawks may be really significant for you right now. You may be seeing a lot of hawks. Again, just kind of a gentle reminder, from the universe and the divine, that, hey, we're here with you. We're always guiding you to try to see things from a higher perspective. I know a lot of us are starting to probably see little daily things happening that are just, it's like, I don't know about you guys, but I am so excited to start this new chapter, this whole new book of my life. Like, let's not even call it a chapter. Like, the old book's closed, it's done. That whole thing has ended. I personally feel like we get to start our whole new book, you know, especially if you've done the work and you've done the cleanup, you know, from all your other past lives or timelines, or, you know, especially with the focus of this life, depending on where you're at with it, you know, in your own spiritual journey, whether or not you are just starting out, it doesn't matter. I know though, for who this relates to, it does feel like a whole new book that you're getting to co-create with the universe. Freedom, 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 freedom. It just feels like this, like a time to rejoice in the fact that, like, it's a whole new world and your eyes are opening up as if it is your inner child reliving, you know, it all over again, like being open to change and getting excited about it and bringing back that joy and just looking at life completely different. Like, every challenge that is brought into your life, you know, look at it as a way to grow, a way to overcome it. Like, you know, right now it's like the vibe is just like you're unstoppable. Yeah, we have abundance at the bottom, fortune, wealth, plenty. Again, clairvoyance, inspiration, interpretation, trust. This does feel like, you know, you've put in so much work and you will achieve great things. Telepathy, transmission, perception, communication. I love it. Yes, a lot of our abilities are being heightened right now. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Like, angelic assistance, divine guidance and support. So yeah, that's hence, you know, all the stuff that could be going on with you in the head area, because I know, it was like, I just kept having to clear out, because it was just like, it was a little bit of pressure. Again, you know, nothing to be concerned about, but a lot of you who, you know, relate to being able to the telepathy, clairvoyance, precognition, all your abilities, just strengthening that for us right now. Yeah, reclaiming our power for freedom. Yes, love them. I do. Alright, we'll do 4 of these. Again, confirmation, the children card, really getting to know your whole childlike innocent self again, you know. I probably should say this at the beginning of every video, but I do use more telepathy. I have clear communication, so whatever I kind of say, I let them and it's they kind of confirm for me with the cards afterwards. I don't typically, it's just how I do it, so just different. So yeah, definitely bringing out that childlike innocence, again, in yourselves, truth and integrity, serenity, and friendship. Again, like I was saying, that's what I was clearly hearing. Kind of going on a rant, and kind of whatever, but the networking part about making yourselves strong enough to, you know, really be stable on our own. And then now it really is about coming together collectively, making new friends, making like-minded friends, finding your soul tribe, being in that flow, the state, peace, serenity, harmony, balance, truth, integrity. You know, use your eyes and open them in such a different way that everything's new to you. If you just look at it, it's like you may have looked at something one way, and then now all of a sudden it's like you're looking at it completely different with brand new eyes, you know. So I don't know, I just love it. And again, power, reclaiming your power. Yeah, I really do feel like you have surrendered and released a lot of, you know, emotional baggage, you know, that wasn't really bringing you anything positive anymore. Like we said, completing out cycles, things like that. Okay, so we're gonna do some of these. Okay, I have 3, but 3 or 4 tripping. Yeah, 7 of Cups, 7 of Water. of Water. It's like, I just keep hearing like you have the world in the palm of your hands, like you really do. And then, you know, 8 of Water and 4 of Fire at the bottom. 4 could be really significant as well. Okay, so let's see real quick what we have here. So, ooh, yeah, definitely heavy on this emotional process we're going through. We got all 3 in, you know, Water in Cups, right? So emotions, heavy on the emotions. But in this deck particularly, which I was guided to use today, it's not the same. It's the Good Tarot, so it's not the same as like a regular, you know, this 7 of Water, she's just like, I mean, she's got it all. Like, she's sitting here, it's like, you know, all around her, being more in control. It's not more of an illusion as like sometimes the 7 of Cups can be in a regular tarot, or like a lot of choices but a lot of illusions too. This is more like she is firmly in control of what is around her, what she's creating, what she wants. It's a very serene type of thing. And then with the Knight of Water, obviously, you know, traditionally it is wish fulfillment, but it's also here, you know, she's got a lot of diamonds and jewels around her, and she's just at such a content, peaceful place, and it's like protecting her treasure, but the diamond within herself, right? Like the image I just got was like, you know, obviously after, you know, to find the diamond, you have to chisel through the rock around it, right? Well, it seems as though just being content and, you know, with yourself, knowing that you are the diamond, you know, you are your soul growth really is the prize here. I mean, you realigning with your true authentic soul outside of a physical body is the ultimate goal, to be connected, you know, with just being in the oneness again. And then you have the 8 of Water. So, you know, I think at this point too, you're ready for new to come in. You're waiting for your ships to come in, right? And so you're just, it's exactly what it is. You're leaving everything behind, knowing confidently where you're going, what you want to create. You know, again, the path may be not exactly how you planned, but you have to let go and surrender and know that the divine, whether or not it may show up the way that you think it should, or if you want instant success or instant this, we all want instant gratification, right? That would be great, but we all know here that that's not how it happens. And something that may be completely off path to what you think you want, it's like, okay, if you're getting an inkling to go try something different, whether it is a different career that's not maybe spiritual based right away, like you think you would just want to flow into, there's always a reason for every stepping stone in your journey. So whatever, even if it's like, oh my God, like I don't what, this is completely not what I thought, but you got to look at everything as you're going to learn something regardless, and you're going to end up exactly where you're meant to be, because right now you're exactly where you're meant to be. Whether that looks right or not, you are. There is nothing wrong with where you're at right now. It's where you're supposed to be. But everything is looking amazing. There's so much good coming in. You're very close to achieving your goal. Yeah, the answers you need are coming. A new start is coming. All right, let's see if there's any other ones. It's time to take action, be bold and make the first move, work through your fears. Yeah. Yeah, this is, you know what, I just got referenced to something. You and your loved ones are safe. Right now, too, when it's time to take action, I think what they're trying to say with that about being bold and, you know, making the first move, work through your fears, kind of the same thing. Like, don't give up on your passions or your dreams. You know, take those first moves, because this is a part where it's like, it can get pretty tough. this last, couple month or so of the year, because this is like make it or break it. Like you either, and you shouldn't feel pressure or anything, but it is true. It's like this could be a time where a lot of people they just get tired and they give up. But you know what? You're not one of those people. You're going to continue to work through it. Look at that. See, your commitment is being tested. God, I love them. And then a new romantic cycle begins. Now, again, whether that has to do romantically with a romantic partner, but I also think it's a new romantic cycle, meaning things that you love, that you love to do, your passions, new friends, new, friendships as well. It's not just when I look at that, I don't look at it just romantically. It's just that love is love, right? Things that you love to be around, things that you love to do, people you love to interact with, conversations you love to have. Those are, in my opinion, new romantic cycles too, as well as relationships. So that's exactly what they were saying there. All right, let's see. All right, so we'll do 2 more real quick. This is just going to be quick. All right, 2 here. God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. In God, there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. And then we have release jealousy. Jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something, and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's success inspire rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. Again, not to compare yourself with where you're at right now. You're at where you're supposed to be. Your success is coming. Keep putting in the work, keep dedicating yourself, and keep believing in yourself. And, because the worst thing to do is compare. And sometimes, we all are guilty of it. Just like, wow, that person seems like they have it together more than me or whatever. But, at the end of the day, you don't know someone's truth, like, unless you really, really, really know them. But never base it on something that you just see. Because, again, a lot of people project a false image of something that they're really not. But, again, who even cares? Like, I'm just trying to keep it more, obviously, what we think as humans. But then also you gotta look at it as your higher self too. Like, that doesn't even matter really. Like, we know that, but again, training your ego, right, to not get distracted by that. And again, this is the second time. Oh God, yes, you detox your friendships. Bye past. Let's bring in the new, right? But this is the second time I've got this today, so this definitely, I know I can relate to this too, so I'm sure you guys as well. It just says, Dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have had, consciously or unconsciously, in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of those vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. I know I definitely have to get on that myself, because I think right now they're really trying to relay that message, at least to me, in a way. So, okay, you may not think that it's not necessarily too about the severing vows of poverty, and well, it is for different lifetimes too, but it's also the mentality, your worthiness. So severing these ties, because it's also self-denial, you're denying yourself the worthiness of you attracting an abundance. So, it's like, let's tweak those things up and kind of really keep focus on that, to keep releasing that and increasing your positive manifestations that you are worthy, and there's enough for everybody. However you want to make it simple for you, but in order for us to receive, we have to be in a state of receiving. So you have to feel worthy. It's the vibration of you attracting, not chasing, but you have to believe that you're worthy of it. But even if you want to do like a quick, 10-15 minute, unbinding yourself from that through all time and space, each lifetime. So there are like a lot of good meditations out there for that too. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna end it with these. All right, so we're gonna do those. Okay. Dear you, everything is in divine order. Even in chaos, there is order, and we are always in all of this. For you, though, on your human journey, things can get disorganized in your mind and physical reality. You need to get rid of the clutter. I was saying, I love them. Whether it may be too many stories in your mind, too many what ifs, or fearful thoughts of the past or future, instead focus on the now. Empty your mind, clean your house, and throw out any object that tells you an uncomfortable story. That's super important. I feel a lot of us are becoming more minimalist type of living, because I'm telling you, it's so true. Like when I have too much in one room, I don't like it. So like decluttering things and just keeping what you really need, or what really brings you joy or is useful. It just makes such a difference energetically, because obviously everything has energy to it, right? So the less you have that's of more value to you is going to be more beneficial to you energetically, especially with these upgrades right now. It's crazy. Discern what you have, sort, purge, clear, and organize. We want you to have space to fill with something better. Like I said, man. Spirit loves a vacuum, as it gives space for brilliant new energy. Let go of what is not serving you and give order to what remains. See them and know their value. Your soul needs organization in order to keep your connection to us and to spirit free of distractions. Oh, awesome, yeah. All right, dearest you, there's only one you, and you have a unique path and a special purpose. You're supposed to have specific experiences in the world and meet certain people. I love that. The confirmation is always on point. I love it. To meet certain people, but then it's up to you how you live, how awake you choose to be, and how willing you are to grow and strip away what's false. Don't compare yourself to others. It's easy to think a person is happier just because their outside looks good. Yo, stop playing with me. Looks good according to society standards, but you can't know anyone's internal experience. Boom, confirmation again. Da-da-da. Oh, okay. Compare yourself only to your past self. See how far you've come. Don't be distracted by what others are doing or accomplishing. Stay focused on what inspires you. That's how you get successful and find happiness. Want what you have now, not what someone else has. We love you immensely and know your journey ahead is sparkling with miracles and wondrous things. Trust. See, I love them. That's why I don't know, it's a little different. I mean, there are other, people out there who do it this way too, but I don't know. I love the confirmation, because it does, at first I just thought it's like, am I really hearing it? But it is. It's like confirmation all the time. And I love how my team does that for me. So it makes me feel better too. Dearest you, selfless giving is an elixir. So sweet and life-giving and amazing that it should be customary for everyday living. Right now, generosity is being asked of you. Let go of a debt, release an obligation, or do a solid kindness to someone for no other reason than as an exercise of the heart. You will be surprised how quickly a generous heart is repaid. We know it often doesn't happen in the immediate exchange, so temper your expectations. Know that life has an uncanny way of sending miracles seemingly unrelated to your kindness, yet interconnected in magical ways. The more you act from generosity, the bigger your heart grows and the more love and abundance you will experience. We also know that someone could be entering your life with a generous offer for you. Take it and trust that you are worthy and deserving of it. You have to receive, not just give. Yo, I love them. I freaking love them, because there's like, seriously, how many cards here? Same thing. It's like, I just, I think they more or less just want you guys really to keep the faith in yourself. And there was some point there too. The donations. They've been heavy on me about it too. Like my daughter the other day, because I've been telling her, like, we need to go through our closets, clean out, because like we do constantly donate as much as we can, but they're really emphasizing it. And for them to say it again for this message, because I know they've been personally saying it for myself as well. So, if you have anything that you can give away, that you're not using, it is going to benefit you as well as somebody else, because you're clearing out space for the new, and then you're helping somebody else. I don't ever see the sense in leaving something just, just to have. Like, what are you holding on for? There's plenty of other people that could use that really need it. So yeah, and that's about the end of the message today. So everybody just kind of stay strong, stay safe, and stay true to yourself. So